Welcome to Las Vegas Trader YouTube channel and the weekly analysis video of the financial markets. So let's just jump right in into the charts and see what happened and what we might see this week. So this is the S&P 500. As you can see, I called for the top right over here on this bar. So we tried to break above it, but we failed. We came down to the 50-day moving average, and now we had a bounce back on Friday. So this is the daily chart. The weekly chart looks like this. So we tried to close below this green bar. That would form pretty much a double top, but we bounced back because on the 4-hour chart we came down to the 200-day moving average and we just came right back up. So that was the weekly chart. Here's the monthly chart. So the month was closed and we failed to close above this red bar, and the new month starts, the new trading starts on Monday for the new month of June. So are we gonna see, when you look at this chart here, are we gonna see identical move as over here? One bar takeout, one red bar, we took it out, and then we had 2 months of 2 months of gains, and then we just came right down. 2 months of summer months of just very minimal gains, and then we just came right down right after the summertime. So is this what we're gonna see? We'll see. Nobody really knows. But here's NASDAQ. This is the daily chart. So pretty much the same thing. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. So we did come down again to the 4-hour charts, 200-day moving average, and we bounced back. So the daily chart looks like a bottoming tail off the 50-day moving average, which is kind of flattish. So that makes sense. And then on the weekly chart, we did take out this bar, but we came down pretty hard, right? Almost to the 20-day moving average. But because of that 4-hour chart, the 200-day moving average, we bounced back up. So is this going to be a continuation to the downside? It's very possible. And then the monthly chart is a little bit different than the S&P 500 because we did take out the body of this red bar, but not the tail. So and then here, when you look at roughly September, October of 2021, we did close above it, completely just took out this red bar, and then 2 months of higher prices. So June, July, and August was just negative, and so on. So is this what we're going to see the following 2 months of summer? Summer months are usually very slow, so it's very possible we're going to repeat that. This is the Dow Jones. Is a little bit different picture because we came down a lot more, a lot harder, but then we bounced back and we closed this gap. We filled this gap here. So because of this support as well. So this is the weekly chart right over here, and we did form, as you can see, a double top. So as long as we don't close above this red bar, that would indicate we're going to go higher and possibly revisit the highs and then come down again, which might form a triple top. If not, the continuation will proceed and to the downside. So, and here's the monthly chart. It's different than the S&P and NASDAQ because we did not take out this red bar. We just retraced 50% roughly, formed a topping tail. So I'm still bearish on the market. So but we might see continuation, revisit this high, and then come down. But on the weekly chart, it just looks very double top and move to the downside, and possibly 37,000 will be the target. Not for the week, because weekly chart that would be a big red bar. But next couple weeks or so, that's not out of the question. So Russell 2000. Let's go with the daily chart first. So as you can see, it's a little bit different picture as well. We did have a retracement, hit the 50-day moving average. We are staying below this 20-day moving average. So as long as we don't take out this topping tail here and close above it, that would indicate we're gonna go higher. But if we do go up and retest this tail and then close below this 20-day moving average and below this bar, we're gonna roll over and we're going down. So that's the daily chart. So on the weekly chart, as you can see, we are stuck in this 400-point range between 1700 and 2100, as you can see, since 2022. So for the last 2 years, we've just been stuck in this range. So, but we did have this move up, came down, retested the 200, moved back up, retested it again, moved back up. We're staying above the 20, the rising 20, and the other moving averages are rising as well. So, but this move down was pretty significant. So, and we did not close this red bar on a monthly chart. So it looks very similar to Dow Jones. So pretty much the same thing, I would say. For the indices. So let's go to crude oil, the daily chart. So the first thing I see is that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the Friday's candle. So we pretty much are exactly the same place that we were last week. We move up, we came down, an identical, pretty much almost identical price. Okay, but now we are below the 200-day moving average. The 20 is declining, and we did take out this green bar and the body of this green bar as well, the bottoming tail. So now I would be betting to the downside on a daily chart for oil. The weekly chart, so we are still above this rising, slightly rising 200, right? So which is acting as support, which, as you can see, it just a lot of support on this 200-day moving average. So we might see a pullback. We might dip below it, like we did here a couple times. So let's just call it $73 or so on a weekly chart. Let's go to the monthly chart. So so as you can see, we did close below the declining 20-day moving average and below this green bar. So support will be around $73.25 or so. Just call it $73 and change, okay? So then we might see a pullback. But I see lower prices for crude oil. Let's go to gold, daily chart. So same thing. I mean, we tried to break above this. It was a sort of a false breakout above this tail here, and we just came right down to the 50-day moving average. So now we're sitting below the 20, but the 50 is still rising. But that would, I mean, the double top, I mean, as you can see, failed. This pretty much was a failed a breakout. So I would imagine we're going lower. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Yeah, this is more clear to see that this is a double top. Here's 1, 2, and down. So we might go down to roughly and fill this gap, 2240 or so, and this 20 is going to catch up. So that's the weekly chart, and the monthly we formed two topping tails. So 2400, 2450 or so was resisting. So 2300 would be right at this bar, at the top of this bar. So yeah, I can see a pullback. The 20 is going to catch up a little bit and then possibly move higher. And silver, start with the daily again. So as you can see, same thing with silver, same thing as gold, double top. I mean, this was a powerful move to the upside with this bar. I thought it was going to continue and break through this recent high, but just a little bar, no follow through, and just come right down, and we just took it out. So that indicates we're going lower. Okay, and then a weekly chart. Look at this topping tail. So we might revisit $29. That would be my target. And the monthly chart, 29 would be right over here, where you see all these tails here. So yeah, and then the 20 is going to catch up. The 50 is going to keep rising. So this is definitely a bullish move. Just a pullback and then continuation. Let's go to Bitcoin, the daily chart. So I was expecting a break of these highs because we had this nice bull move this one day. We got above the 50. We came down and tested it, and then we broke above here with this green bar, but this resistance just stopped any kind of follow through, and then we just came slowly coming down. Okay, so this could be just a pause and then continuation, another nice big green bar like that from here, and then just break above, just call it 74,000 and continue higher, or just post a nice red bar and below this 50-day moving average and continue down. So let's take a look at the weekly. So I mean, on the weekly, I like the move to the downside because it's kind of forming a double top as well, just like the indices. So let's take a look at the monthly, what it looks like. So we did fail to take out this red bar, just like Nasdaq and S&P 500, right? So we might revisit these prices of 71,000, 72,000, and then come down. And then if we take out this green bar, we're going lower. So bodies, let's say 60,000, below 60,000. So that would be right around here. So then we would need to break this 20-day moving average on a weekly chart, which is rising. So, okay, so let's go to the dollar, the daily chart. So pretty much same thing like oil and because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're sitting right at almost the same price as last week. I mean, we moved up and then we just came back down, and the 200-day moving average is acting as support. So either direction is possible, but since I like to move to the downside in precious metals, so that would indicate, because they move in the inverse opposite direction, so that would mean we're going higher. So if we take out and close above this red bar and above the 20-day moving average, we are going higher. If not, we're going lower. Okay, so on the weekly chart, the 20 is rising, slightly flattish, you can call it, or slightly rising. And then, so once we take it out, these two tails, and close above it, especially this red bar, just call it 105.30, then we're definitely going higher. And the monthly, so we did fail to close below the 20-day moving average and this green bar. I mean, we came down, but we failed to close. So now, if this month we close above this red bar, we are going higher. And we're going to revisit probably 112 area. If not, but this is again, looks like a double top in the like recent double top, right? So this could be continuation to the downside, or just pull back a little more and then form a bottoming tail and then continuation to the upside. And then finally, the bonds. So everybody have these lines drawn in. This that I've been talking about. This channel. So we've been inside this channel, up and down, but we're going lower and lower. So once we break above or break below, that would indicate the future prices. But we're still having a lot of difficulty. We're still stuck in this channel. So, but let's take a look at the weekly chart. Let me just erase this these lines to see it more clearly. So we did form last week this bottoming tail. We tested this the low. So now what we need to do is take out this red bar, this red body. Once we take it out and close above it, and then post a nice green bar and break above and close above the moving averages, then we're going higher. Okay, so I'm still sticking to my reverse double head and shoulders. I mean, not double, just the head and shoulders. Here's the shoulder, here's the head, and here's the other shoulder. So now we just need to move, nice move like that. That would be a confirmation that we are going higher. Okay, but then on the monthly chart, I wanted to see completely just take out this red bar in one bar, but we did not. So it might take 2 bars to take it out, but which I think we're gonna see, because like I said, I'm looking at this as a reverse head and shoulders. So we need to form this shoulder and move higher and hit 120 or so in this area. Okay, 118, 120 or so. That would be the round number, 120. Okay, so that's what I see. Let's see what happens, and that's it for this week. So just I want to thank all new subscribers to this channel. And I will be doing some kind of giveaway once we hit 100,000 subscribers, which probably be this month. With the way it looks like. Okay, so I will be posting something in the community tab, and I want you guys to vote on what kind of giveaway we should have. Okay, so So please like the video, share and subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, and give it a thumbs up. And share with anyone and everyone you think might like and benefit from this content on my channel. Hit the bell notification icon because some of you do not get notifications when my videos are up or when I go live. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Take care.